Hello everyone, my name is Joachim, so many games all the time, and you can see here the aftermath of my solo playthrough of Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, and as you can see, I got completely destroyed. Yeah, I played on expert mode. Even if it was novice, I 100% would not have made it. It's super difficult, seems to me. You really need to get the right cards to come out, and also be lucky that whenever this dummy player flips its cards, it's what you need at the right time, and you don't have the same action come out too much. You need to have a lot of production. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, this is now the third time I've played in a couple of days. And so how do I feel about it? Well, it's definitely a keeper, but I do feel it's definitely multiplayer solitaire because you cannot stop other people. If you see someone winning, it's very difficult to stop them. If you see someone get all the cards they need, yeah, then there's nothing you can do. Like in normal Terraforming Mars, you could throw asteroids at them. You could hate draft. There's many things that you can do to slow down or speed up the game as well. Here, not so much. I mean, you could speed up, but if someone's already winning, you want to slow down. Yeah, but aside from that, the game is a lot of fun if you know all that going into it. It looks nice. It's still cool to have your engine running, to have the cards play. It's a lot more streamlined, a lot simpler. The actions as well. You have those moments when you flip your card, like, oh no, you did the same as me. Why? I was hoping you'd do this, stuff like that. There is a little bit of a race for the tiles in the middle, the water. And of course, when you see someone's engine building up, you react to it. But there is the element of luck. And for example, one of the games I won through Jovians. There's like 9 Jovians in the deck, but I managed to get 7 of them. And through hate drafting, that's not possible because people would stop you. But I was just lucky that I kept getting them. And halfway the game, I was losing horribly. And then suddenly I got the Jovians, and then I won with 9-point difference. So yeah, it's very swingy depending on the cards that you get. Of course, there is still strategy. You need to decide which cards you keep, which cards you throw away, what are you going to focus on, what not, and then what phases you do at which time. But I think this is just a good introduction to Terraforming Mars and Race for the Galaxy, to be honest. And it should only be treated as such. I mean, I know there's expansions on Kickstarter right now, but if you watch this later than that, there's expansions, which will add more of the same, but also a crisis module and more co-op stuff. I haven't played co-op yet, so I don't know how that works. But multiplayer is definitely the most fun. Solo seems ridiculously hard. I think solo, you need to you really need to focus on one thing like crazy and get as fast as possible. You can't just go like, oh, I'm gonna save some money for this. No, it has to be like bam 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 as quickly as possible. So yeah, I think the solo version I don't enjoy as much because it doesn't feel like the multiplayer game. Like 25 rounds to meet the end, it's not really what I enjoy that much. I think if I would play the solo game again, I think I would just not give myself the 25 rounds limit because it's not as much fun. Or just I don't know. It's just I think the solo game suffers a bit too much of I didn't get the cards I needed. So because there's a bunch of cards in there that will help you tremendously. For example, you have some action cards that will enhance the discounts that you get, right? So that's really good. Or another example is I started with 3 heat production, but then as you can see, it took ages for me to find any card that gave me more heat. I chose Hellion because I figured if I have this, then I can get my heat production up. I need this in this game. But then I didn't get any cards with heat production. And you can say, okay, you need to draw more cards. But if you're drawing more cards, you are losing time because there's a time limit, right? So while I do think this is really good, I would mostly play with other people because then there's more it's more relaxed, you know? You can build your engine, and if you see someone rushing, then you can react to that anyway. Here you have to rush. There's no other way. Just go, 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 go. Yeah, and you know, you can see the components. They're all great. They're all amazing. They're all really good. I like the variability of the cards. It's a huge variety. Yeah, I just wish these were metal. Honestly, that's about the only thing. And I wish some of these spots were recessed as well. Like the points would have been, like, you know, double layered would have been nice, because a couple of times we almost bumped it over when we were playing with more people. But yeah, this one is definitely a keeper. In the beginning, I didn't want it because like, it's just Race for the Galaxy meets Terraforming Mars, and I like Terraforming Mars. It's true, but the footprint is lower. Takes up less space. It's easier to bring to the table, easier to explain. Will it replace Terraforming Mars? Of course not. Terraforming Mars isn't one of my top 5 games. It's still way better than this. But this is a good snack. And then you can move on to the main course. That's how I see it, to be honest. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Okay, I think I'll stop it here. Just finally, solo is okay. You know, to get to know the game a little bit, see some cards, but it's over too quickly. You don't get enough freedom. Multiplayer is awesome. Played with 2, played with 3. The simultaneous actions, really nice. So yeah, okay, that was me, Joachim. As always, as usual, this is So Many Games all the time. And if you like what you see, do subscribe and follow and everything else. Okay. So Many Games all the time. See you next time. Bye bye.